let's talk about mining. So, me and my mastermind group, we were looking at exchanges at the same time we were looking at mining because we were trying to decide which one is the most profitable. And we were trying to buy miners and trying to figure out, so what is mining? So the way the blockchain is set up is that it's open ledger of a record of all the transactions that are taking place, and that's the blockchain. And when you have these computers that can verify these transactions and add to the blockchain and maintain the blockchain and secure the blockchain, then they get rewarded with some coin. And so people own machines that can add to the blockchain and get rewarded with Bitcoin, for example.
That they keep open ledger records? Is that
Yeah, the blockchain is the open ledger, which is a record that we all share in the blockchain that records these transactions and maintains it and secures it. That's why this is decentralized currency.
Question. So if the computer turns off, like, I'm assuming it doesn't get paid anymore, but like, does it affect the network at all, or affects the ledger?
If an individual mining machine turns off, then they just don't get paid. They're not part of the blockchain anymore. But there's so many computers in the blockchain, that's why it's secure and maintained. So the theory is that nobody can hack the blockchain because it's more expensive in electricity to hack 51% of the computers that maintain the blockchain than it would be what you would gain from hacking it, which is why the blockchain is supposed to be secure.
Okay.
And so the first thing we looked at was buying the machines that do it. You can do it from your computer. So there's a program called MinerGate. I installed that into my iMac, which is like a really good, expensive iMac, and I was getting 80 hash per second. And just to give you some comparison, the machines that we were looking at buying do like a bunch of terahash per second, which is 1,000 times 1,000 of hashes per second. So my computer does 80, and they do like, you can do the math, 1,000 times 1,000. And then right now the top machines that do mining is made by the company called Bitmain.com. They're based in China. They make their own computer chips that are specifically designed to mine for Bitcoin and Litecoins as fast as possible. They give you the large Bitmain, Bitmain. You can go to the website and not buy anything because it's all sold out. And yeah,
They only accept Bitcoin, right?
you have to buy with Bitcoin Cash. So you got to exchange your money for Bitcoin Cash, and then you send them Bitcoin Cash, and they'll mail you that miner 3 months from now. But you can't get the one for Bitcoin because they're sold out. You can only get the one for Litecoin. And every 2 weeks they raise the price for that machine. So like I saw the Litecoin miner, which is called the L3 Plus. I was gonna buy it when it was like $1,200, but I didn't have any Bitcoin Cash. And the next week it was $1,400, and like the last time I looked at it, it was like $2,000. I'm like, forget it, like forget this.
Rising with the market.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to pay $2,000 in Bitcoin Cash for a machine that I get 3 months from now. That people right now they're selling it on Amazon for $6,000 for that same machine. So if you were able to get that machine today, you could just flip it and make $4,000 today. It's the demand. Those machines are in demand because they're the fastest.
You need to get a container full of them.
Yeah. If you got,
We can raise the
I was
money.
thinking that.
They put the nano ledger as the
Yeah.
nano ledger as
If I had like
free time.
$100,000 in Bitcoin Cash, I could buy like 100 of these machines and flip them for $600,000. I was doing my mind. I was doing math. Like, I'll never do it.
I got this guy that's shit.
Yeah.
Later.
So people are making their own machines for through like online parts they're getting from online. Those machines are slow. They're like mega hash per machine. So a terahash is 1,000 mega hash. So people make these big homemade machines that only get mega hash in mega hash, and then you buy one machine from China and it's terahash. So you can see why it's like super not efficient to be making your own machine. The other issue with mining yourself is that electricity is expensive. So there's a reason why all the major mining developments and companies are based in China and Greenland is because electricity is cheap. Whether because electricity is like geothermal, solar, or really cheap coal, like these countries keep their electricity cheap, which is why mining, which is hugely energy intensive, becomes more profitable. Whereas in America, all electricity is very expensive. Unless you have a solar setup and like free rent somewhere, then it might be profitable for you as well. The other issue is that these machines are very noisy because these fans are hugely loud, like in the decibels. And so it's not like you can just keep it in your living room. You'll be like super annoyed. And the more machines you have, it's deafening. So people need like earplugs when they walk around these centers that have multiple machines. Another problem is that it gives off a lot of heat. So it's super annoying if you have to like work in that kind of place, but it's also very expensive to cool. Either you need like giant fans blowing all the time with a lot of like airflow to the outdoors, or you have to spend a lot of money on air conditioning, or you got to live in a place that has a lot of snow, where it's just like cold all the time. So you can see that there's tons of limitations for us physically mining in the U.S., even though a lot of people do it because they don't have experts that calculate the cost versus profit. That has to be calculated. And the way to calculate, as I discovered from our IT people in our mastermind group, is that our IT people do all the calculations from the online calculator. So there are calculators that you can access online for free. There's these tools where you enter the cost of electricity, what your terahash is, what coin you're trying to go after, and how much the coin is worth. And it'll give you an estimate about how much you're going to make over a certain amount of time. It's only an estimate because the amount of competition is unpredictable. So when there's more competitors, your payout drops. And if the value goes down, then your value obviously drops. Or if it goes up, then your value goes, the profit margin goes up as well. So there's all these factors that are not predictable, but it's your best estimate before you go into something. So what is our solution that we came up with in our mastermind group is cloud mining. So the same company that makes those miners at Bitmain, they also have their own center that will rent you their miners in that country for cheap, and you get to take those coins that they mine for you and then put it to your wallet. So essentially, the theory behind that is that you could potentially be buying Bitcoin at a discount. So the one that Bitmain owns, their cloud mining service is called Hashnest, and you can go to the website and buy nothing because it's 100% sold out. Or you can go to another company that does that also sells Bitcoin cloud mining, and that place is called genesis-mining.com, and you can go there and buy nothing as well because they're also sold out. And so our third option that we finally found was called Hashflare, and I'll give you guys the link to all these websites I'm telling you right now. I have a page that has links to all of them, so you'll get them all in one place, including our mastermind group. And that is at owerly.com/Bitcoin. So the business card that I gave you, owerly.com/Bitcoin, and that'll take you to all the links that I'm mentioning right now. And I get affiliate commissions for that, so just to let you guys know ahead of time. And once you make your account, you'll get a link to refer other people that you'll get compensated for as well. You had a quick question?
Yeah, this is the...
Yep, owerly.com, that's my website. So just type /Bitcoin and you'll see the links to Hashflare, Coinbase, Binance, and the mastermind group in our Facebook page.
Do you get more coins like the bigger your network is when you're
So
mining together?
Yes. So this is the way that Bitcoin mining works in the cloud right now most efficiently. The consensus opinion. The consensus opinion is if you're a lone miner, you're just by yourself and you try to do it on your own, the chances of you actually finding a Bitcoin is so little that's almost nothing.
Right.
So the way around that is you got to work with a team of people that you guys all side together, that you guys are going to mine together in something called a pool. And that when anyone in that pool gets a Bitcoin, you guys all split it evenly, depending on how much you're contributing to the pool.
It's really interesting because I went to this other crypto meetup 2 nights ago, and it was a huge room full of people. And there was this guy there that was a consultant. He does investment advice and stuff like that. But he said his next project was he found a huge warehouse in Vegas, I believe.
Sure.
And he was going to start a pool mining.
Yes. So that you have to be careful because 90% of things, I'm just saying 90%, I don't really know, but it's a lot. And almost a a huge percentage of things that people tell you about cryptocurrency and the thing they're about to do is 100% scam.
Right.
It's either a Ponzi or a shell scam or something. And things like that, you want to watch out for a shell scam where they create a company that looks legit and is legally legit in this gray area, but what they're doing is just collecting investment money and doing something that's not really profitable, and they're just kind of pocketing your money. And then they can just disappear. Especially if it's in Bitcoin, there's no way you're getting that money back. And so, there's a reason why these mining pools are not located in the US. Electricity. So, unless they're like, and heat, like, the question is, how are they getting cheap electricity? Do they have like humongous giant free solar panels on the roof of their warehouse?
Can you actually?
The way that you measure cloud mining is you're buying terahash. It's the speed that you're buying for a year. These are 1-year contracts on Hashflare. So you buy 1 terahash, then you get a certain amount of Bitcoin projected that you're going to get after 1 year. So the more money you spend, the more terahash you get, and the more potential Bitcoin you're projected to get after 1 year. So,
the benefit for them leasing it to you when they can just do it themselves if you're doing the process?
so some of these mining companies, they make the machines, so they sell machines already, so they make money from that. They rent you the machines, so they make their guaranteed income from the rental of the machines. They have the machines anyways, so they're making money from that too. And some of these companies will take a cut of every coin that you get. So like, they have a pool of like a bunch of people's money that they could never afford on their own. Or else they're fronting the bill for the machines and for the electricity. They're just charging it to other people and taking 25% of their coins. So it's free money for them too, and it's guaranteed. So they are doing all of the above simultaneously, making the most amount of money in every direction.